going on, everybody? How's it going out there in the wonderful land of YouTube? Yeah, that's all I got. Have a good night, everybody. But we're gonna go through some things. We're gonna talk about some little bit of news and notes. Not a lot going on, to be honest with you. I am going to talk about some of the segments that happened last night, especially the one big one. The Revival are always being talked about. I'm going to talk about it. I do not care how they're being used. They're being paid. Deal with it. That is my opening statement on that shit.
Everybody bitched that they wanted them on TV.
Do I like how they're being booked? I disagree with it. But ultimately, WWE owns their rights to do whatever they want to do with them creatively. Because talent has no creative control. They can give suggestions, but Vince don't have to listen to them, or whoever's running the shit. They don't have to listen to him. He don't care. Why in the hell? Oh, never mind.
You didn't change over the cameras.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a second. Bye, everybody. I gotta shut mine off. Hi, Ronnie. How's it going? There we go. Sorry about that. So we'll get into that because, yeah, it all has to do with the name of the company, and I'll leave that teaser out there in just a second. I do want to talk. Everybody's probably been wondering where Mickie James is. Well, I have some news on that. And this comes directly from her mouth. She had some big news, and she put out a tweet about 2 hours ago that says, and I quote, "Here's my big news. Sorry, it's a little later than 2 p.m., which I don't know if she's Eastern time or what. I'm so excited to announce that my band and I will be opening for Big and Rich on July 8th in my hometown at the whatever." But there you go. That's why Mickie James has not been around. She's been touring with her band, apparently. So for all you people wondering where Mickie James is, there you go. That's why she hasn't been on the show. Yeah. All right, let's go back to this argument. I wouldn't say it's an argument, it's a debate. But here's the thing. People are saying, okay, everybody's complaining about how they were being utilized. And we're talking about the Revival with their segment yesterday. And I said it last night. You also have to remember who else is in that segment. It's not just the Revival. It's the Usos are in that feud too. I don't know, Dan Rex. I don't listen to country music. It's not, I don't know if you like country music. It's not rock and roll. So, I gotta turn my camera, sorry. So, that being said, do I agree with the way they're being booked? No. But I was tweeted at, somebody tweeted out, do you realize it is entertainment? It is in their name. Duh. Well, no shit, dumbass. Everybody fucking knows that. You don't need to fucking tell us that. I mean, we know how to fucking read. The point is, and I don't like any of the talent. What is what they're doing with them ultimately? What is the end game for this, so to speak, with the Avengers speak? Since everybody fucking seems to love that shit. What is the end game? What is the end result of this feud that they're going to do? I don't know. I think ultimately it's going to become one of them two teams winning a tag, and I can tell you who it's going to be. It's not going to be the Revival. It's probably going to be the Usos. They're filling time. Oh my god.
Ronnie and I had the same thought.
So that's what's going on, and I'm sorry to say, I agree with OKFabe when he said what he said, and what the fuck is, and ultimately he said exactly what I said. Well, I did say he tweeted it because he responded to somebody, and then the thread went whatever. I agree with him. Ultimately, where is this going? What does this accomplish for either one of these two teams? Not just the fucking Revival. What about the Usos? Where is this going? What is this accomplishing with these two teams? All I see is what is Vince Russo, and I went and looked. I think Vince Russo is writing for WWE again.
He probably is.
This looks exactly like something Vince Russo would fucking write.
Only when he was on WCW, not when
because I said it, and I was joking. And I ultimately at the end of the thing, I said, I guess we're just gonna get an what is it? What did they call it? Usi hot on a pole match. And I'm like, I'm gonna go look it up, and by God, I think Vince Russo is fucking working for WWE again. If you go and look at the Wikipedia page, I think he's writing for them again. And if he is, God help us all. Mm-hmm. You thought shit was bad now? Wait.
We're going to go back to the pudding matches and the bra and panties matches for the women's division.
Just fucking wait. You thought it was bad now? You thought the women were going to be evolving? Yeah, my dog's ass they are.
No, they went and borrowed the de-evolver from Super Mario Brothers live action movie.
So be wary. I hope to God that they don't have him working for them, because if he is, I swear to God, that is a mistake. Why they would bring him back, I don't know. Because that's the way it looks. They're throwing a fucking idea at the wall and hoping that it sticks.
Well, it also doesn't help because I never got to show you the article, but as they did a few hours before the fucking show and fired their head writer.
Oh, did you read more into that?
I did. Apparently, he was having issues. To give a little backstory on Ryan Callahan, he used to write for shows like The Bachelorette and The Bachelor.
Well, there's the fucking problem.
There's why some of that's been shit. But apparently,
Jesus Christ.
Apparently, he had major issues. Well, Kali's old manager,
Singh,
had major issues with him, and finally, Singh's complaints finally got through to the higher brass, and that's why they fired him.
Maybe the writing will get better, but I just hope they don't have Vince Russo working for them.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we made mention of that too. It was his birthday, and he's not going to be back. He's not going to be back until Money in the Bank, I don't think. Well, he might be there tonight, but I did see in the tweet he said, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. You'll have a new champ.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's him. He's not going to be there for the next 2 weeks, or if that's him saying
they'll see he's gambling in 2 weeks.
He's just I who knows? I don't know. But yeah, so there you go with that. Okay. It's going to be on the pre-show, but okay. I don't care about the pre-show. I'm not going to lie to you. So, whatever. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. So, yeah. As you can hear, Wendy is cooing and yelling in the background.
She's discovering her voice, that's for sure. And the different pitches it can go. She's gonna be calling the dogs home.
And thank you to Drew from Derailed. He has allowed me. We are going to do Beat the Trek tonight.
If you would like to give them a preview of what the board is going to be like.
I will do that when we get to it. I will give you a preview of what the board will look like, and there you go. So, and thank you to Drew. I appreciate it for allowing us to use that name. It's much appreciated. So, yeah. And we talked about it. So, I'm just going to throw that out there now. I DM'd him personally, said, is it all right? I had questions about it, but whatever. So, yeah.
And if he ever brings it back onto Derailed, I did give him permission to use that board.
Yep, so we're co-oping on this one. And he will be, one of these days, he never got a chance to be a contestant, I don't think. He will be a contestant on the show for that one day. We'll have him on for Beat the Trek. And we'll probably do that in the middle of the show somewhere. We'll still be watching, we'll still be reacting. But yeah. Until WWE figures out and gives us something that's not going to cause us to be bored, we're going to do this kind of stuff. That's my plan going forward with it. But again, thank you to Drew. It's much appreciated for sharing that with the show.
Yeah,
she's blonde again? Okay. That's fine. She's blonde again. I don't... Yeah. Well, I had a discussion, it really wasn't a discussion, it was an argument because he was a stupid ass fucking idiot. He's like, well, she turned heel. Did she turn heel? I don't think she did. They had her as, well, she was with R-Truth, but they were portraying her as a heel. What are you talking about? They never portrayed her as a heel. She was a babyface. Yeah. Why in the fuck would a heel do a dance break with a fucking babyface? That makes no fucking sense.
Maybe they're turning her back heel now.
Maybe they are, but they need to. They can't do a big show fucking flip flop. 1 minute he's a face, 1 minute he's a fucking heel. 1 minute he's a heel, 1 minute he's a babyface.
Well, she did tweet out Mela is money, and then had a 4-stage picture of, these are all the people I'm better than.
Well, then. So. But doing it on Twitter, twatter, doesn't mean shit to me. Until I see it on TV, she's a babyface. I'm going based off of what I have seen. That was last week, though, by the way, everybody. So. Who do I think is going to win Money in the... We'll talk about that next Friday when we do our predictions.
And have Money in the Tank next week, too.
Yeah, Money in the whatever it is. I know I'm going to be facing... Will you shut up? We'll be facing Himmel... I will be facing Himmelgod for the title, and if I lose, I retire from BCW. As soon as you get a Twitter for the 3,000th time, Aaron, I will follow you. I usually follow everybody back that follows me. Unless I go and read your thing and it's like, I'm looking for a man. Well, you shit out of luck. Can't help you there.
What is that all about, baby girl? Are you done down?
Nah, she's not crying. She's just being a shit. She's just being loud. Hey, yeah, I got followed by Charlotte's boobs yesterday.
Or at least somebody named that they love Charlotte.
Did you? Did you follow the same person? Pervert.
I should go follow them.
Go ahead, Chuck. The person will follow you back. You go because he says right in his thing, you follow me, I'll follow you back. So I did it. Fucker followed me right back. If I get, I shouldn't say fucker. He's probably a good guy. He puts a lot of stuff out there. Just it's parody stuff, but it's whatever.
What was it again? I love Charlotte's boobs.
I'll tell you in just a second. Just give me a second. The shit we do. Try to have fun. Let me. Whoa, slow down. At Miss Flair's boobies. It's true.
All one word?
Yeah, the M, the F, and the B are capitalized. Motherfucking bitches! No, I'm just kidding. That's gnarly nine. Who will Shane McMahon crown the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions? I honestly, I think it's going to be, you know. I think it's gonna be Shane McMahon and fucking Elias. They released their Battle Royal Ruse thingy McJig. Okay. I what about it? What about it? What are the rules?
Baby.
Huh? I want to read this to you guys, and this isn't even wrestling related. This is just I was looking at stuff today, and I seen this. On Jeopardy the other night, the final question was, well, the final answer was, how many steps does the guard take during his walk across the tomb of the unknowns? All three of them missed it. This is really an awesome sight to watch if you have never had a chance to see it. It is very fascinating. How many steps does the guard take during his walk across the tomb of the unknowns, and why? And this is not part of the trivia, everybody. This is just something. And I'm going to give you the answers. 21 steps. It alludes to the 21 gun salute, which is the highest honor given any military or foreign dignitary. Do you want to grab her, please? 2. How long does he hesitate after his about face to begin his return walk, and why? 21 seconds. For the same answer, for the same reason as answer number 1. Why are his gloves wet? His gloves are moistened to prevent his losing his grip on the rifle. Number 4. Does he carry his rifle on the same shoulder all the time? And if not, why? I'm sorry, I just felt this was really important to read. Everybody should know this. It's kind of, if you ever get a chance to go see the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, I know, Ronnie, you lived out that way. Have you ever been there? You should. It's one of those things you should see it. He carries the rifle on the shoulder away from the tomb. After his march across the path, he executes an about face and moves the rifle to the outside shoulder. The outside shoulder is the shoulder that is away from the tomb, by the way, if that makes sense. How often are the guards changed? Guards are changed every 30 minutes, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. What are the physical traits? And there are physical traits, because the Army is not about equal opportunities. I am sorry, that is the straight up honest God's truth. What are the physical traits of the guard limited to? For a person to apply for the guard at the tomb, he must be between 5 foot 10 inches and 6 foot 2 inches tall, and his waist cannot exceed 30 inches. Other requirements of the guard is they must commit 2 years of life to the tomb, to guard the tomb, live in barracks underneath the tomb, and cannot drink any alcohol on or off duty for the rest of their living life.
Yep.
They cannot swear
Nope.
in public for the rest of their life and cannot disgrace the uniform by fighting or the tomb in any way. After 2 years, the guard is given a wreath pin that is worn on the lapel, signifying they served as guarded the tomb. There are only 400 presently worn. The guard must obey these rules for the rest of their lives, or they give up the pin.
Mm-hmm.
The shoes are specifically made with thick soles to keep the heat and cold from their feet. There are metal heel plates that extend to the top of their shoe in order to make loud click as they come to a halt. There are no wrinkles, folds, or lint on the uniform. Guards dress for duty in front of a full-length mirror.
Mm-hmm.
The first 6 months of a guard duty cannot talk to anyone nor watch TV. All off-duty time is spent studying the 175 notable people laid to rest in Arlington National Cemetery. A guard must memorize who they are and what they are interred and where they are interred. Among the notables are President Taft, Joe E. Louis, the boxer, a Medal of Honor winner, Audie Murphy, the most decorated soldier of Hollywood fame. Every guard spends 5 hours a day getting his uniform ready for guard duty. Eternal rest grant them, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon them. Now, this is really important. This is how dedicated these people are.
They have to be.
In 2003, as Hurricane Isabel was approaching Washington, D.C., our U.S. Senate House took 2 days off with anticipation of the storm. On the ABC Evening News, it was reported that because of the dangers from the hurricane, the military members assigned to duty guarding the tomb of the unknown soldier were given permission to suspend their assignment. They respectfully declined that offer. No way, sir. Soaked to the skin, marching in the pelting rain of a tropical storm, they said that guarding the tomb was not just an assignment. It was the highest honor that can be afforded to a service person. The tomb has been patrolled continuously 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year since 1930. God bless and keep them. Imagine that. You think we all have it fucking tough. Imagine living a life like that. Just throwing that out there. That brought a tear to my eye today. I have had a rough day. For reasons I'm not going to divulge. It's none of y'all's business. Sorry. So, yeah. Think about that when you're complaining and all that stuff. Think about it for a second. Just for a minute. That's all I have to say on that. That's all I have to say on that. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Thanks for that. All right. I guess. Oh shit.
He says we're muted.
Yeah. Go ahead and repeat that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Trent.
Sorry, I've had a lot on my mind today. I apologize. Go ahead.
That's okay, man.
He's gonna read off the
Okay.
rules of the
Casino Battle Royal.
the battle royal.
Okay, this is from All Elite Wrestling. This will be a 21 wrestler over the top battle royal, formerly known as the over the budget battle royal. It's Casino Battle Royal since we're in Vegas. This begins with 5 men. Every 3 minutes, a new wave of 5 men will enter. Lucky 21 will enter last. The entry numbers will be picked at a later date, and the men, so far 11 of them, are Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, Joy Janela, MJF, Brian Pillman Jr., Glacier, which that'll make Bob happy, which is cool. Ace Romero, Sunny Days, Brandon Cutler, Kip Sabian, and Sunny Kiss. I don't know who Kip Sabian is, but I think that might be Billy Gunn Jr.
Nick Sabian or Kip Sabian?
No, Kip, K-I-P.
I don't know who he is either. I know who Nick Sabian is. He's a really good wrestler. Okay. Okay. Cool. Bob, if you have not read, did you catch what I was talking about? Good talk.
The only thing I heard was the rules about that Casino Battle Royal.
Oh no, I actually read something to everybody today about a Facebook message that I shared. If you go to my page, you'll see it. But I go back. I read the whole thing, and it makes you think and ponder. You know how I wouldn't say short life is. What do you think? I'll ask Ronnie. What do you're the senior here. I mean, we both. You know what I mean. I don't mean that disrespect. You're the older one here. What do you take from that? What is the moral of the story with that? Do you think
It's an appreciation.
Right. Appreciate what you have. No matter how bad things are, there's somebody that's having a worse day than you.
Right.
You know? And I heeded that advice, and that got me through today, to be honest with you. It really did. So, yeah.
And I did want to mention this too. It probably only showed up down here in Florida. Chris Jericho is having a yard sale at his Odessa, Florida home, which is near Tampa. And what they're planning to do is they're having a big estate sale. But everything that they sell, they are doing proceeds to the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation at the Tampa Charter. And then they're going to be putting the home up for sale. But it was the home him and his wife bought down here in 2004.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a shit. I'm just kidding. I'm really honestly kidding. It's like I don't care what happens in Florida, you know. No, that's pretty good. But then he can do that. I mean, we could do something like that here too, but it's just like, I mean, goddamn, I'm not rich. I can't do. I mean, I could. I think I could get by doing a yard sale. I could sell my kid. I'm sure somebody would buy it.
Well,
Isn't that right, Wendy? She smiles at me.
This one that they're selling is when they bought it. It was only 4 bedrooms, but it's a lakefront, and they bought it for $970,000. The one that they bought this past February is a grand gated lakefront estate for $3.255 million on 8.569 square foot, with 5 bedrooms, 6 full baths, 6-car garage, and a tennis court, and a wine storage facility for 500 bottles.
I guess I'm going to come down and visit Chris Jericho. So the show's starting with Phenomenal One AJ Styles.
The Phenomenal Foreskin.
Yes, Bobby, the Phenomenal Foreskin.
Is he one of these wild card recipients that can bounce?
They're probably gonna get that. I'm gonna send what I read to you, Bob, but I want you to read it. It brings light to.
Is it that Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers thing?
Yes, read it.
Yeah, I read it.
That's what I read to everybody on here. See, now they're playing this wild card thing. I don't know what the fuck. We'll talk about that too.
From what I heard, it's.
I know what it is.
Oh, okay.
I know what it is. I just want to talk about what I want to. I want us to give our thoughts on it. I know what it is.
It's a Vince McMahon idea.
Yeah. It probably was, but he probably. And that's probably one of those you know what? We're going to do it like this. And that's why the show just went off on a tangent last night at the beginning. Because it just popped in his head. See what I mean? The motherfucker changes shit. Even as shit's going on. Now, I thought it was 3. Now it's 4?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's 3 and 3.
It's on here. It's 4 and 4.
Next thing you know, it'll be 5, and then it'll be 6, and then they'll all be on the same show all the fucking time.
Yep.
I do agree with Mr. Okayfabe again. I do agree with everything he said. I think we're about to say goodbye to the brand split.
This motherfucker needs to pick a show that he wants to be on.
He's on Raw.
Yeah, but since he's come back and they've decided he's on Raw, he's still jumping between both.
He's one of those 4 superstars that's crashing Raw or crashing SmackDown. Again, the wild card.
No, but even during the shakeup, he was.
It's that wild card rule, Heather, that we were talking about last night. That's what he's doing. No, I get it why society, but I Vince said 3, and then now he changed it to 4. But
yeah, because Lars Sullivan shut up. It's to go along with you saying he changes shit on the fly.
It's true, but I don't think, did he say that though?
Yes.
Did he? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, because he was on the phone. He was on the phone with somebody. And he looked at Lars Sullivan as he came in his office. Like, maybe we should change it to 4.
Okay, I didn't hear that. Trying to figure out if AJ Styles is a heel or a face here.
Since they have Sammy out there, I have no idea.
Here comes Kofi Kingston. Oh, here comes Xavier Woods too. Yeah, I think they're trying to make AJ a heel here. Yeah, but I think if you the way and I get what you're saying, Tony, but the way you got to remember, SmackDown's been taped up until last year. Very, very, very rarely was SmackDown live. So he just repeated himself twice. 2016, 2017, whatever. So that's why, Tony, that's exactly why AJ says the house that AJ Styles built, because he went live. SmackDown went live. And AJ just like, well, this is my house now. So SmackDown's different. It's SmackDown live. Back then it was just SmackDown.
Yeah.
So.
Because, yeah, a long time ago it was taped. Indeed.
Oh, Christ.
I love that plushie, Bobbit.
Why? What is it? Take a shower? I don't get it. But I don't understand the take a shower thing. What's the fuck are you doing?
Thanks, Ronnie.
What is take a shower?
I don't get it.
Dumped them in the dumpster.
Oh, okay.
The dumpster, yeah,
That
it's
just
called.
goes to show how
The
much I paid attention to fucking Raw last night.
Are you hungry? Yeah. Yeah, you're hungry? You want a bottle?
Thank you, Wise Society. Appreciate it. What's that about it?
I think Wendy needs some camera time while I go make her a bottle real quick. It's like puppies and kittens. They make you feel better.
Oh, getting some Wendy time. Hi, Wendy.
You gonna say something? There you go.
Yeah. Wave your hand.
She's. Well, there goes that philosophy right out the window.
Yeah.
It's coming for you, Bobbit.
I don't know.
Where are you going? You ain't getting away. You can't walk yet.
Yeah, look at that big old smile.
You want it? Well, go get it.
Oh,
She just burped.
No,
Yep.
she's gonna-
No, she's been. It's because I bounced her. Oh, here we go.
Let me clean her up first. Jeez. There.
See, I'll probably be back because I'll be whining again. I'll be back. And she's gone. No more Wendy time. I'm just kidding. She'll be back, I'm sure, because that's what she does.
you know, Wise Society, they change it up even 4 minutes after the show.
Bobbit, do you want me to recognize the Snorlax, whatever the fuck that
It's a
thing
Snorlax.
is?
Blushy.
Do you want me to recognize it?
If you want to.
I recognize it. I mean, you're setting it right next to your face. It's not like I can't not look at it with you right fucking there. So I'm like, do you want me to acknowledge your fucking Pokemon fucking thing or what?
I'm chilling, watching the show with me because we're
With your fucking Pokemon that you're rightfully play. I mean, what's the word I'm looking for?
Significantly or predominantly?
Not predominantly, but what's that word I'm looking for? Where you set something somewhere and you set it there on purpose so everybody can
Subliminally?
No, not subliminally. Because subliminally would be me saying, Trek, you're an idiot. So we're moving on. No. No, you know what I'm talking about, right?
You put it on a pedestal.
No, shut up. Don't put anything on a pedestal. I'm trying to think of the word. It's where you set something somewhere so everybody notices it and you want everybody to acknowledge it, but you're not saying
Predominantly.
whatever.
Now he was just really excited that they made a plushie of him.
Bobbit will collect a fucking dildo if it has any significance to him. I guarantee it. I'm just throwing that out there. But look at how he's placing it to where notice my fucking Pokemon. Everybody acknowledge Bobbit's Pokemon. So we can move on. So we can move on from the fucking Pokemon. Alright? Jesus Christ. Here, I'm going to place this right here, right next to my face. But you don't have to notice it. Jesus Christ.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
You got some explaining to do there, JP.
What's a dildo? Elton Jahan. What is a dildo? You honestly don't know what a dildo is. Please tell me.
Well, since Ronnie thought this was a dildo, you can just.
Okay, so this right here is not a dildo, but it is an object
that can be used as a dildo.
Okay, I'm explaining it, Elton Jahan.
Elton John.
It is an object shaped like a man's male organ, and the woman will ultimately shove that up her butt, up her vagina, and it would sexually arouse, or sexually arouse.
Ah!
It's sexually, it would sexually arouse that said woman or guy, if that's what he likes. So
Well,
that's
now.
that's what a dildo is. Go look it up on the internet. You'll see it. Dildo. It looks like a penis. Penis, penis, penis. Vagina, vagina, vagina. And fucking Snorlax.
Hey, what can I say? We're twins.
And why society? No, that was not an actual dildo. That was the hook that I used for my knitting.
It's a handle thingy for her knitting, for crocheting or whatever you want to call it. I really don't want to know
his plushies. He collects stuffed animals.
And he's gonna go look it up now.
I know, I've seen it. I don't know where to go with this conversation anymore.
He's shown Ronnie his stuffed animals.
Yes, I have the DMs.
And I just gonna say, bravo. I fucking look at how he's placing it. It's significantly placed right next to his face. Will everybody please acknowledge the Snorlax, because Bobbin will get butthurt if you don't acknowledge the fucking Snorlax.
I did as soon as he put it up. It matches his shirt.
I'm talking about everybody else.
I acknowledged it in the chat when he showed it.
Well, look at how he's placing it. I mean, it's right next to his face. You better acknowledge it now, or Bobbin's gonna get butthurt. I'm just kidding, Bobbin.
No, I'm not.
You did that with the ram too.
What ram? Whatever. Well, I don't know what the fuck it was that you looked up, but I'm pretty sure, was it penis shaped? And that's a dildo.
It was probably the first one in the images to pop up. It was probably like 12 inches long.
Either that, it was the fucking the El Gigante.
Yeah. Or the Ass Blaster 9000.
They're the Ass Blaster 9000. Or the Nimbus 2010.
Oh, don't worry about Dan Rex. He sat there and messaged us in the private chat we have going on, and sat there and said, they made a plushie of me. So he does not view a Snorlax as a bad joke.
I mean, look at Bobbin. I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, look at how he's just fucking...
Fuck it, I'm gonna leave it right here.
It's like you won a fucking trophy or something. And they go right to it. Oh no, they didn't go to a commercial. But...
Yes, they did.
Yeah, but...
In picture, but they're in a commercial. It had... Every pay-per-view that they put together has the potential to be fucking awesome in their live society. There's only been like a handful of pay-per-views from last year into this year that on paper were just like, what the fuck are you doing?
We can say that this year's Money in the Bank card looks really good. We can say that this year's WrestleMania looked really good, but there's no guarantee with the way WWE has been that it's going to be a great show.
Exactly. Like I said, it has the
And
potential to be good.
besides, JP, how do you not know that this is not a shield from the Iconics?
Because they're ultimately going to show up tonight, so it's definitely not a shield from the Iconics. You think it
Might
is.
be.
You think it is, but it is not.
Hello again there, Aaron Reed.
What? And that's what I just said. Elton Jahan. I don't know what Jahan, whatever.
Jahan. He's the Indian version.
Well, if it's Jahan, then put the dash in there so that everybody knows it's Jahan. Welcome back, Aaron Reed.
What in the fuck is that thing? Oh yeah, I tried that today. It's really good.
Oh, I was making her bottle. I saw a bunny in the backyard.
The Iconics are like Frozen. It's annoying. Let it go. Let it go. So, Bobbit, Ronnie.
Yes.
You're going to flip a coin to see who's going to play Beat the Trek tonight.
I don't want to beat off Trek.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Beat the Trek, you dumbass. Not beat off the Trek. Looks like you want to beat off that Snorlax, though.
Oh my.
Ronnie, go ahead. Call it in the air. I am flipping the coin.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Heads.
It is the tails, Bob. You can either go ahead and face Trek, or you can relinquish it to Ronnie.
I'll give it to Ronnie because
All right.
she's never played before.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Bobbit.
Yeah.
You want to switch it over?
All right, so we are going to play Beat the Trek, because I don't give a shit about fucking Andrade. Here we go. How do you adjust the score and shit?
You'll see on the bottom there it says Trek score and viewer score.
Yeah.
Click on it, right click on it, and then go to properties.
Oh. Right click? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. First question is... Okay, my next question is... How did Drew do that? He asked if you wanted to go or you wanted Ronnie to go, right?
Right.
Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to ask if you want question 1 through 5 or 6 through 10.
I'll take 1 through 5.
Okay. Ronnie, do you want to go first or do you want Trek to go first?
No, I'll go first, get it out of the way.
Okay, so you wanted questions 1 through 5, right? Trek?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Question number 6, and Randy Orton just interfered. So is Andrade going to be a heel, or what the fuck is going on? I think it's just, they're in the Money in the Bank, that's why. Never mind, I'm sorry. All right. How many In Your House pay-per-views were there per year? And this is on average.
Is it multiple choice or just a number?
Just the number.
Ugh, okay.
Hey, Ryan, what's going on?
You said per year?
Yes. Is it me, or is it not showing up on this thing? It's not showing up on mine. Oh, I'm behind this one.
10.
You are incorrect.
I
It
see.
was 7, and that is on average.
Okay.
You weren't too far off.
Trek. Who wore the longest? Who are the longest reigning single run tag team champions?
The New Day.
Okay. Do you know how many days?
No.
483 days. But you get that one correct. Right click on properties. And then what do I do? Oops.
According to Wikipedia, it was 483.
No, it goes, no, 483. You may have been 400. It's what WWE recognizes.
Yes, as their single run. Combined, it was over 560.
Yes. Ronnie, which WrestleMania hosted the first Money in what? Oh, never mind. Because I'm so used to the Money in the Bank. Which WrestleMania hosted the first Money in the Bank match? Which WrestleMania hosted the first Money in the Bank match?
'21.
You are correct.
Very good.
Oh, I pulled that one out my butt.
I don't know why you would say that, but all right, fair enough. Ronnie's sticking things up her butt. What was Trek? What was the first year of the King of the Ring?
93.
No. Yeah. Sorry. Let me. Yeah. What'd you say?
93.
1993?
Yeah.
You are incorrect. 1985.
Wow.
Ronnie.
Which one?
First winner of it, the Money in the Bank?
Yes.
Okay. Who was the first winner of the Money in the Bank?
Oh, geez. Chris Jericho.
You are incorrect. Adam Copeland.
Edge.
You think you know me. Edge.
Edge.
Trek. Who is the only two-time winner of the King of the Ring?
Bret Hart.
Do you know what years?
I want to say it's 93, 94.
There were Harts in 93 and 94, but Bret Hart was 91 and 93.
Yep.
Owen Hart was 94.
Yep. When did Edge cash in said Money in the Bank contract?
Well, I didn't know he wanted, so I was...
When did he?
Oh,
It was a pay-per-view.
Yes.
God, I wish Austin was here.
That's
cheating.
That's cheating. Now, if Austin wants to do this, he's more than welcome to join.
Yeah.
If she doesn't get it right, I want to take a crack at it.
Well,
I have no clue. I could not even tell you when he could have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bobbit?
New Year's Revolution.
Yep. New Year's Revolution.
Against John Cena.
Against John Cena and won.
It
Yeah,
was a
lost
bloody ass match
That's
too.
John Cena.
Yeah. The score is 2-1, as you all can see. What were the first and last years of the In Your House pay-per-view?
Track.
That's track.
'95 and '99.
Are you looking that up on Google?
No, I remember Bruce
You're
Pritchard
looking
talked about.
down. So help me God, you're fucking cheating, motherfucker.
I was gonna say, Trek, I know you're smarter than me on this stuff. Don't be cheating.
No, I said he's not typing. That's JP clicking the pen.
It is.
Left up there.
It's me. Don't worry. We're going to go through all the questions. I'm not going to play this game of, oh, you got to get this one. But I might do a little flip around where Ronnie has to get one right. She has to win. And right now, it's getting to that point. You do, Ronnie, have to answer this one correct in order to beat Trek.
Okay.
If he doesn't get any more right. Oh my God. Who was the first briefcase in the first standalone Money in the Bank pay-per-view? Who won it?
What was that again? What paper?
Who? There's two winners, right?
Yes.
Oh,
There's
okay.
two winners. Who won the first briefcases in the first standalone Money in the Bank pay-per-view?
Because it was dual branded.
It was dual branded. It was during the brand split. I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult.
No, cool deal.
Apparently, I did really good with these
Got it.
questions.
Got Edge won the inaugural.
Yep. Edge, there was, yeah, he won the inaugural. It was during the brand split, so.
No.
As you could tell, she's not cheating because she would have come
I
up with
have no, I'm just racking my brain thinking back.
If I knew it was Money in the Bank thing, I would have went.
Well, they weren't all Money in the Bank questions.
That's the one thing that I actually know.
Okay.
I have to pass. I have no clue.
You give up?
I give up. I have no
The
clue.
Miz won for Raw, and Kane won for SmackDown. Ronnie, you have to get this question right to tie. Including this year's Money in the Bank. Including this year's Money in the Bank. How many Money in the Bank pay-per-views have there been? The pay-per-view itself.
including this year. Started at 21.
Okay.
Just the standalone pay-per-view itself.
Just the
Just-
standalone,
just the
standalone
standard,
pay-per-view
okay.
itself. Yes.
Four.
10.
That's what I said last.
I didn't realize that it had been 10 years. They've been doing the Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
Started in 2010.
So it's been 10 years that I've
10
been.
years. No.
Trek. What was the first main event of an In Your House pay-per-view? Is that the way I'm reading it correct? What was the first main event of an In Your House pay-per-view?
Brett versus Razor.
You are incorrect. Diesel versus Psycho Sid for the World Heavyweight title. WWF Championship. Thank God I don't have to fucking... How many Money in the Bank's pay-per-views were single branded?
Is this mine?
9?
No, she's asking if it's her
Is
portion.
this mine? I thought the
Yes, ma'am.
last.
Yes, ma'am,
Oh.
it is.
5.
1. SmackDown. That's what it says. I didn't know that either.
I agree with you, Wise Society. I feel like I should know this too.
Which, Trek, this is your last question. Which In Your House pay-per-view was the first not on American soil?
Canadian Stampede.
Incorrect. In Your House 4, Great White North.
It was in Winnipeg.
Yep.
Ronnie, this is your last question. When was the first ever all-women's Money in the Bank match? I'll go with the year.
That's what I was trying to figure it out. And I wasn't trying to do. I was trying to do the number. I was trying to do the year.
I don't need the whole date, just the year. I ain't even gonna remember that date.
2015.
Nope, 2017. Do you remember who won?
No.
Carmella, with the help of the Chinless Wonder.
Oh, that's right. Ellsworth.
There you go.
Oh shit! Wise Society even had it in the chat.
Okay.
I wanna.
When we do this, you guys cannot answer questions. Don't answer.
No, he was talking about the single branded Money in the Bank.
Oh, okay.
Right,
okay.
but I'm just saying. The chat cannot give up any answers. And that's probably how Trek knew, because somebody put it in a fucking chat. Sarah, you're fired.
No, she's giving.
I want Trek next.
Well, it'll be next week.
I want Trek next.
Okay, it'll be next week. Well, it all depends. I might ask. In fact, I'm gonna do this.
I got at least one.
I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do this next week as well. On Tuesday, we're gonna do this every Tuesday. I'm going to invite the guy that made the suggestion, Ryan Romano. If you want to challenge Trek, let me know. Send me a DM, and we will have you face Trek next week for Beat the Trek. if you wish to join. It'll be fun. And you can all thank Ryan Romano for that suggestion. And I talked to Drew about it, so we're all cool with what we did tonight.
In fact, we're going to try and get him on so he can be a contestant.
Yes, when he gets time. I know
Like I
he
said, we're
has
gonna
a lot
try and get
going
him
on.
on.
Like he has a lot going on, and I get it. So, but no, Brian, did you hear what I said? I need you. I would like for you to come on. You're the one that made this suggestion. I want you to be next week's contestant to face Trek on Beat the Trek.
There's Eric Rowan.
Trek is 1-0. We need to keep track of that somehow too. If you can put that next week.
Yeah, I'll put it.
Yeah, like someone said that they wanted to see Truck and Connor. I remember seeing that one on Derailed. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
I sat through all of them. Trek got fucking squashed in that one.
I know, and I was surprised with.
He got shit
fire.
pounded.
If you guys want to see a close match, though, go and watch the one between us and him.
Yeah, that was a good
one.
That was
Point
a good
that
one.
separated us.
And I was just winging shit. Are we really gonna start cutting promos on each other?
Yep.
And what is rec? What the fuck is that? Did you turn in? Did you turn into
have that L?
Did you turn into Elton Jahan?
John.
But
Ryan's accepting the invite.
no problem. So next week it'll be, and we'll put it in the description. We will work out the what you call it, the details. There you go. I have trouble speaking today. We'll work out the details. We will work out the details. We'll tell you if you want to join for you. You can join for the whole show, but we'll work out the details. That's the incentive of doing Beat the Trek. You will be on the show for the entire time, and it'll be every Tuesday. You have nothing to apologize for. You're good, man. You guys are not obligated to be anywhere. I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. This has probably been the highlight of my day today so far. So we get to hang out with friends, play a game, and yeah, play a game and have some fun and watch some wrestling. That's what this is about.
Abid, are you ready for Thursday for your wrestling memories?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jesus Christ! Instead of watching Game of fucking Thrones, you need to get ready. Instead of going out, instead of hanging out with your fucking Snorlax and dry humping it, you need to be.
I just got it today.
I'm just kidding, but yeah, just be ready for it because you're running the show, man. It's all about you, brother.
All right. Well, there's not gonna be much that I want to say beforehand. I mean, it's a
Well,
Rumble match.
You need to. I understand that, but you need to talk up what's going on. You can't just say, "Well,
Oh,
we're
of
going to
course.
watch this. Let's go." No, you have to talk about what. You might have to watch some Raws and such.
Was there Raws back then?
Yeah. Wait. No, there wasn't
What?
Raws back then.
No.
That's right. There wasn't.
There's
There was. What was it? All American Wrestling, I think.
Mm-hmm. And Saturday night's main event.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if they did a Saturday night's main event before that though.
They probably
Just
did.
the best thing I can tell you to do is use Wikipedia
Either that or YouTube.
and get the storylines.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a longer show this Thursday because the match is like an hour long, at least. See, here's the thing, why society? What has Heavy Machinery done to deserve a tag team title shot?
What is Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan done get?
You're correct. You're correct. But again,
Have a tournament at least for them.
I agree they should, but this is WWE booking. Again, guys, I reiterate in this thing, the same thing with the Revival thing. The same thing with the Revival. WWE books their talent as they see fit. If they don't want to put Heavy Machinery in the tag team picture, they're not going to do it. And it sucks. And do I agree with it? No, I don't. I really, honestly, truly don't. But that's what WWE does. That's how they do things. And what are we going to do to change it? We can sit here and bitch about it. We've been bitching about shit for how long? And what has changed? What has changed? Absolutely nothing. So I'm sick and tired of what's the word I'm looking? I'm tired of
Stagnation.
No, I'm tired of sitting here trying to figure out why they keep doing what they're doing. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. So I don't know. They might have them win. Well, no, because they have that thing going on with the Revival, unless they're going to put a kibosh to it. But I ultimately think they're going to do away with the brand split.
And again, if they move the Usos back to SmackDown Live, they need to take Naomi back to SmackDown Live as well.
That's true. Here's the thing. Here's the real key here. If the Usos win, you are starting to see the brand split go away. I'm thinking. Now, again, I'm thinking. If Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan win, then you're still going to see SmackDown and Raw or whatever. We'll see.
Did you guys see what I put in the writer's room a little while ago?
Nope.
No, I don't. I'm doing a show. Why the fuck would I want to fucking look at what you said in the writer's room?
It just basically says that Vince approved the wild card thing because he is, even though Fox and them want to end it, he's denying that they're going to end it. He says he won't let them end it. So this is his way of keeping it going.
Yeah, we talked about it at the beginning of the show.
Oh, okay.
You were there. Do you not pay attention?
Yeah, but I thought it was worded differently in the article, so I just dropped it in there.
You doing enjoy that little 5-minute nap there, baby girl? Are you looking at Daddy? Can you even see Daddy? Hi. Hi.
Dory asked you who won between Connor and Trek last time. You didn't say who won.
It was Connor.
Yeah, but you didn't say that.
I didn't see the question. So.
Oh, she said, and it's in the horny goat, and you said, I want to see Trek versus Okayfabe, and you said they faced off. It was a squash match, and then Gina, put in there whatever, and then she goes, "Who won?" Heather, have you shopped at this site? And that you answered yes to her, but you didn't answer her question about it. What'd you do?
She moved the pen, whatever was there, fell. I don't know if it was, what it was.
Oh, it's this hand lotion. Hand sanitizer. Just beating a death with the wild card rule. He just started it last week or last night. He's not beating a dead horse yet. Beating a dead horse would continue it.
Oh, he's talking about the brand split in general, I think.
No, he said Vince is beating a dead horse with the wild card rule.
Yeah, talking about the brand split, which is the brand split is a dead horse.
The brand split's nowhere in there, Heather.
Dan Arts, will you clarify?
Yes, please. I don't get what you mean, man. And if you say the wild card rule, then the wild card rule just started last night. It's not beating a dead horse. It just started.
Yeah, it's my shoulder.
Oh yeah, for BCW, I'm adding a tag team match.
Then
I'm
say
finally
that.
going to introduce
Hold on.
BCW.
Hold on, Bobbin. Hold on. Then say that. Don't talk about the fucking wild card rule because the wild card rule started last night.
What?
If you met brand split, say brand split. Wild card rule has nothing to do with the brand split. They haven't done this. So that's
saying.
what I know what he's saying, Heather. I know what he's saying, but I'm just explaining. You gotta be. If it's brand split, it's brand split. The wild card rule happened last night. It has not been over 3 years or ever since the brand split started.
Yeah, because we all thought it was 3. Now it's 4.
Yeah, they changed shit.
That
was just in a less than a 24-hour period. What, Bobbit? Sorry.
Yeah, all I was going to say is, I'm finally going to introduce BCW tag titles. First match is going to be the Buttfuck King and Captain Fanta versus a mystery tag team. Tune in and find out. Nah, it's Wiggity make a swoog and you know what? And JD.
What? What? What's up, Merge? What? You said, hey, JP, and I said, hey, what? Never mind.
JP, did you finish watching the Sharks game last night?
No, I did not.
He turned it on and it's like, fuck it, we're going into bed.
It was the last 4 minutes, the Sharks tied it, and then they went into overtime, and Avs pulled it out, so they're going to Game 7 Wednesday night.
Baby shark, do. Sorry.
But you said, hey, JP, Bobbit. What do you want?
Oh no. I'm putting you in the tag team match. You're gonna be with the Swiggity McSwoog.
Isn't he facing Brian?
I'm taking on Himmelfarb for the fucking.
It's his retirement match,
It's
I
my
thought.
retirement match. Why do you do this shit? The fuck is wrong with you? You can't put me in that match. You have to put me in. Why don't you put fucking Trek with Swiggity McSwoog?
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Thank you. I'm having a retirement match, and you're gonna put me in a tag team with Swiggity McFucking Swoog. Retirement versus title. Come on, man. What's more important? The fucking tag team titles or the fucking world title? You tell me.
Whichever
Jeez.
one the Captain Francis holding.
What is Captain Fanta holding now?
Well, I'm not gonna say right now.
But see, there's always a way to bring JP back, like under a mask or something.
Yeah, he won't.
Well, no, I was gonna do the Mr. America thing. Have the same exact character but have a mask on it.
Bobbit, did you take the title away from me again without fucking telling me?
No.
Okay, that's all I care about because that match is important. That should be an important match, right? Just saying, man. It's fine, but
It's just after that match, Captain Fanta wanted a title shot, so
well,
whoever wins has to face Fanta.
Why do you do this to your world champion? You're worse than WWE.
Or hang on a minute,
No.
Captain Fanta could also cash in any time if he wins Money in the Stank.
If he wins Money in the Stank. So Captain Fanta can cash in if he wins. What? Nobody else can? Only Captain Fanta can? Jesus fucking Christ.
No, anybody can. Just,
I don't want a shot at your title yet, dipshit. Anyway, I'm just kidding, Dan. Right?
Well, you're retiring. They're numb nuts.
Who said? What if I win?
Well, be prepared to face the Fanta next month.
See, listen to this motherfucker. Every goddamn time. All right, that's fine. I'm just saying. It's a retirement match. You can't have somebody cash in unless you're gonna fuck me over, which is fine. I don't care. But I want there to be. There better not be any interference in this match. I want this to be straight down the middle.
I'll do what I can.
Do what? So she's Heather's tickling her neck, and you know how you get the shiver?
And she's getting chills.
I'm such a dick.
Oh, she don't care though. She's smiling about it. She's not fussing. So
Ryan, Captain Bananas is in the Money in the Stank match.
we figured.
What do you call that? What do you call that?
Oh, I thought they were doing it. I thought they were pulling the trigger. I agree with you, Merge. Screw Captain Fanta. Fuck yeah.
He's gonna be the next world champion.
Whatever. I just want to have a good, clean match with fucking Himmelfarb. I promised him that. Me.
Well,
and
if
him.
the game does interferences, there's nothing I can do about that.
I understand. I get it. I get it. But
Besides, I got a Money in the Bank match to win.
that you do, sir. That you do.
Trying to motorboat me. You want to go to bed early? My baby girl. You want to go to bed a bit early tonight? No. Okay.
Because it would be a squash match. Why?
Okay. There you go. So I don't see the brand split ending anytime soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Just give me a second. Oh.
Yeah, well, that tag team would last all of 2 seconds, though. Then and Fanta hates each other.
Fucking Ryan. Fucking great. Squash match for Captain Banana, of course. I'll beat that Fanta fucking 30 seconds.
Oh, talking shit about your soda pop there, Bobbit.
I know. I know.
Where'd you put Snorlax?
He's gonna be really jealous once Fanta's the champion.
Where'd you put your Snorlax at?
Right here beside me.
I don't want to see it. Okay, so Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan won the tag team titles. Interesting. We'll see what they do with it. Probably not much, but okay. Well, here we go. Everybody's favorite fucking segment. Oh, it's the exact same one as yesterday.
Of course it is. They can't do something different. People might not have watched Raw. I agree, Wendy. I agree. This segment makes me want to cry too. I know. Are you pooping?
She could be.
Are you? Oh, I poop. You can keep sending that over to Daddy. Oh. Did you poop? Somebody's tired. Somebody's tired. They're all ruined. What? There you go. You're standing there. She's jumping the roof. Oh. Let's go check your diaper. Oh, boy.
It gets dumber every time I see it. You can't even fucking spell squirrel, can you? You didn't learn very good in school, did you? Jesus Christ.
That's the Aaron Reed spelling.
Look, I got my education from an outhouse, okay?
I believe it. I'm right back. Ronnie, go ahead and take over. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess my theory's out the window with the sheep, since Rowan won there with Daniel Bryan.
It could be Harper because he's been saying he wants to bring Harper in.
That's true too. I forgot about him.
And plus, he said he's gonna confirm something next week, I think, or something. He said on Twitter.
Yeah, I pulled up his Twitter a little while ago, and I guess it started about 24 hours ago that he's going to drop the answers to his game, but he's giving clues out to treat it more like a poem than a statement. And then it begins with a question.
What's up, Beersy?
Answered vaguely several lines later.
Yeah.
And then the third clue just says limbo. And then, of course, then they have the in memorandum to Ramblin' Rabbit.
I think if I saw correctly, one of the letters in limbo was capitalized.
Yes.
So that could be a hint too. So I don't know. So
Yeah. Yeah, and I think
he also. Oh, good.
I was going to say, I think that's also with clue 2, where it begins with a question, but answered vaguely several lines later. And then the third one is the
I have
limbo.
your candle, or whatever. But you're going to have to do it.
No, really?
Mm-hmm. I'm back. Sorry. My ear is really fucking bothering me. Go ahead. What are you guys talking about?
Bray Wyatt, the clues for the next week that he's put out on his Twitter.
So he's putting clues out?
Yes, next week he's decided to drop the answer to the game, and some people have supposedly come close to the answer of cracking it. So he went, clue 1 was to treat it more as a poem than a statement. Clue 2 was it begins with a question, but it's answered vaguely several lines later. And then the third clue is the word limbo.
Okay. Hey, Beersy, what's up, man?
What the fun, little girl? What the fun?
Zowie, wowie.
It's Yowie
Zowie.
Wowie. It's Yowie Wowie.
Oh, whatever.
How's it going, Beersy? How's it going, man? know. Those are always fun. The midnight shift is always a good one. Not eating pizza tonight? I was
Yeah,
just gonna
pizza
say.
and beers.
Well, he's got to. Yeah, apparently he's got to work, so he can't have the beer. But he's actually having a beer.
Yeah.
Just go to your job all shit faced. No, I'm just kidding, man. So have I. I'm not gonna lie. There you go. Gonna get pizza before work. At least he's having some pizza.
Or if you're Trek, you get it all the time.
I'll be right back.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what's confusing people. Have they not had 4 people show up on the show now? I'm so confused by this. I don't know, man. This thing is so confusing at times. Well, it's not a pick; it's a move. It's one as one team. So I don't know what they're doing, to be honest with you right now. Interesting. Hmm. Oh my God, they're gonna change the tag team title.
What did I miss with Otis?
He's just looks up at Daniel Bryan, looks down at the title, looks up at Daniel Bryan, just with the same look on his face. And I thought it was funny. I'm sorry, Otis does that to me. It just makes me laugh. The women's tag team match. How much you want to bet? It's all of the women involved in the Money in the Bank.
Of course it is.
No, it's not. Never mind. because Sonya Deville's not in it.
Can I just get Asuka and Kyrie?
When the Iconics show up, yes.
Yeah, I gotta suffer third shit to get the good stuff. Okay.
My baby girl. What's the matter? What's the matter? I know, honey. I'm sorry. I don't know. You fucking tell me, you fucking dumbass. Why haven't you switched, jackass? I don't know why you're bitching about it. Sorry, it's commercial. I was yelling at commercial.
I already go give y'all my pick for the women's Money in the Bank winner.
And who's that, Bobbit?
The goddess, Alexa Bliss.
Well, she's not winning it, Bobbit.
Yes, she is.
No, she's not. If they have her win it, then it ultimately tells you that, yes, that is what WWE is doing, is what everybody thinks. And that would be the dumbest fucking move they could fucking make. Sorry.
Or
She
could
won
be
it
the
last
best
year.
move
She
that they
won it
ever made.
last year. She don't need it. She's a 5-time world champion. Why does she need fucking Money in the Bank?
So she can become a 6-time women's
She
champion.
can look. She's a world champion. She doesn't need a Money in the Bank briefcase.
She just uses her powers of persuasion backstage, get what she wants.
Like Becky Lynch said. How did she say it? How did she say it in her promo yesterday? Or last week? Or the week before? Her using her...
Currying favors.
Yeah, currying favors.
And she doesn't have Buddy Murphy anymore, so she's got to keep practicing.
Well, Buddy Murphy's fucked then. That's all that's telling me.
That's probably why he lost the belt.
I don't think that's why. They moved into NXT. No, they moved into NXT.
Yeah, they moved
He
him
was
down.
he was borderline not 205. He was right on the cusp every time. I really truthfully honestly think that I hate this, Wendy. Either Ember Moon or
Mandy Rose. Oh, it's not it. Sorry. What? No, she's in Money in the Bank. Mandy Rose.
Or Mandy Rose. Buddy Murphy? No. Not as far as I know. Last they knew he was in NXT. But what do I know? Go to the website. That'll fucking tell you. Don't fall asleep, Hobbit.
I'm trying not to.
Next week, tape shows due to being in London.
Mm-hmm. Spoilers for everybody.
Yeah.
Doing a go home show with London?
Isn't that stupid?
That is. That is. Well.
So they just had Mandy Rose squash Ember Moon. What does that tell you?
Ember's probably gonna win it.
Could be.
Mm.
Trollops. I love it.
Uh-huh.
Bob, it. They're not wrestling. You turn back on your camera.
Mm. I saw she was on Up Up Down Down today.
Asuka, you know she's a game developer, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you're all wondering, Heather is eating a bomb pop right now. That's why she said what she just said. And I'm gonna go have me one after she's done, because they do look good.
The Hawaiian Punch flavored stuff. They're really good.
Wendy. What the fuck is Matt? Fuck is Matt Hardy doing? What did he turn into Johnny Cage all of a sudden?
Freaking 1920s boxer. Dukes up. Almost didn't catch him.
Whatever. Alright. Take over.
Uh-huh.
If you want to get her some fucking big screen time. Fucking screen time.
There's definitely this. Okay.
Right back. Heather's coming.
So is Wendy.
Oh, Wendy time again.
Yep, she had a wardrobe change.
Oh, that's right. Another hour. Hey, baby.
You know,
Who's
say
that
Sophie,
little
look over here.
girl? Hey, Wendy.
Yeah, you want to see what Daddy's got.
Here's that rattling of the paper.
And she's fucking like Snoopy the dog. Anytime you have food.
Where's mine?
Exactly.
It's what my nephews used to do when they were little. They saw someone eating ice cream, especially the oldest one, Dominic. He'd be like, mine, mine, mine.
Aw.
Well, what's
So
funny
tell me
is I know this one likes cinnamon because we got those Jimmy Dean sausage on his sticks.
Right.
and one of them is cinnamon French toast. The other one is blueberry pancakes. I let her lick the cinnamon one this afternoon because I had that for my lunch because somebody again was being picky. Close, Merch, close. She has a little bit more hair than Dad at the moment.
3 of the people on the camera have pink on.
Except for
Yeah.
are you gonna talk or what there, kid?
Give us some oohs and coos.
Uh-huh. Or sneezes. She does not know who to look at more, you or Trek.
I just see her head going back and forth like a tennis match. She's like, who are these people?
Exactly.
It's like, who's taking my camera time? Come on, man.
I keep telling her she has to look over here to see herself. There, not the hand. You want to see yourself? Go over here. See, look, there you are. But I'm supposed to be over there, right?
She's like, people over here though.
What? Excuse me.
Oh yeah, Winnie.
Wow, the stream is far behind.
Chat's actually ahead of us.
That's why.
What?
There we go.
Why?
Yours did not have the live thing activated. First Halloween. That's what her bib says.
Hmm.
And she's already had her first Thanksgiving and her first Christmas.
No, she hasn't had her first Thanksgiving.
That's right. First Christmas and the first New Year's, so. And the first Valentine's Day. And the first
St. Patrick's
Easter.
Day.
Yep.
Getting all them holidays in.
Yep.
Got Mom's Day this weekend.
Yeah, yeah. We'll probably be on our way home at that point, or because we're gonna be heading to visit Gina.
Well, that'll be nice.
Yeah. Give us a little mental break from everything.
Yep.
Come here. There. Bounce, 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 bounce. There.
There you go. That's a little horsey.
Oh. I'm trying to reach for the camera.
Stream close up.
No, you don't want to sit? Okay. Yeah, she'll be almost a year old at that point, so we'll be able to get her a pretty decent costume.
Austin was a pumpkin. He was only 6 months. He was 6 months around that time.
Why are you telling me? I'm not wrestling you.
Wow. They're gonna give it that time. They're giving it time, huh?
I guess they have nothing better to do with their lives. They want none. They don't want none because they ain't got none. I have no idea what the fucking entrance music says.
They don't want none. That's all I got.
Well, apparently somebody does because it's having a fucking match. In a few months' time, or in a few short weeks, she'll experience her first Memorial Day too.
Yeah.
No, it's just Memorial Day. I don't do anything special.
They just have the local parades around here. And then, of course, then it's the start of carnival season. Each does their own little carnival. And
Memorial Day is actually a time of reflection for me, and it's Memorial Day. I can tell you already, it's probably going to be tough as hell.
yeah.
After what's transpired for me with work and such. So.
It does, and that's kind of.
Can I ask you a question? Is there some sort of sexual tension between you and Dan Rex or something?
No, just send in the chat that the shirt makes me look like I almost am shirtless. I'm like, oh, I could see it.
That's where I'm going with this. That's why I'm asking that.
No, just cool guy.
Just a cool guy? You're just a cool guy?
Yeah.
Okay. My kid's ass just exploded. I'm just going to throw that out there. I mean, she was fucking rattling or whatever the fuck she was doing, and then just, I'm like, okay.
And she's all the way on her tummy time mat, all the way over there across the living room.
Wendy, did you poo-poo? Well, she's got Jeffrey. That's what she's doing. She's playing with Jeffrey. And if you all don't know who... Have anybody seen the stream with Jeffrey?
No, I don't think so.
Jeffrey is the giraffe that Mello got for for Wendy.
Oh, that's the colorful one with the different.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I usually see those in the videos when you post them.
Yeah.
Yep, that's Jeffrey.
He goes everywhere with it.
Everywhere. She sleeps with it.
No.
Whenever we go, like the whole trip, she played with it or she slept. That was past weekend. I have never had Golden Corral, but I have heard that it is very good.
I've heard it is too. I've never had it.
We don't have one around here, so.
Let's see where there's.
No, there might be one in Madison, but I doubt it. It's not one in Dubuque. I hate that fuck.
The search button is in such a weird spot. There's one in Davenport.
It's about 60 miles away.
Rockford.
That's like 150 miles away.
Waukesha.
Waukesha? Yeah. I ain't driving to Milwaukee to go to a fucking Golden Corral.
Aurora.
That's over by Chicago.
Tinley Park.
It's over by Chicago.
Peoria.
It's in the middle of the state of Illinois.
Oshkosh.
That's up north.
Appleton.
That's up north. Best bet is to go to Davenport.
Mm-hmm. Maplewood.
Where's Maplewood?
Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking. We're gonna jump in the car fucking tomorrow. We're gonna go to Maplewood, Minnesota.
Green Bay.
That's up north.
Milwaukee.
Trust me, Davenport.
I was just looking to see if there's anything else. Davenport. Where's this one? That's in Peoria.
Your Golden Corrals suck in St. Louis? Everything sucks in St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis.
No, I'm just kidding. I have family in St. Louis, actually. Okay, I forgot to mention this. I actually put out a tweet today. Nobody except for one person has liked it.
I tried to get to it, but it's pushed. My Twitter page was reloaded and then it just disappeared.
Okay. Something that has always intrigued me, and this is not a wrestling topic. Marvel and Star Wars. People hate Star Wars, or we hate Star Wars because of what Disney has done with it. But yet, when Marvel comes out, what is so different? Marvel's owned by Disney as well. Everyone says they hate Disney. If you hate Disney, then you hate Marvel. Just a penny for your thoughts, everybody. Just throwing that out there. And that's like the last thing I tweeted today. So you should be able to find it easy on my profile page. I mean, you could say vice versa with the Star Wars thing as well.
Yes.
But with me not liking Marvel Comics, but it's always intrigued me, to be honest with you. How more people shit on Star Wars than they do Marvel, but yet Marvel is owned by Disney as well. That's my whole point. Everybody hates what Disney puts out, but yet it's okay with the Marvel movies. I don't understand that. So it's kind of like people being hypocrites to me, I guess. I don't know. And there are people here that like both of them. I don't care for Marvel, but I'm not a superhero kind of guy. That's why I don't care for Marvel.
I swear you're part monkey, kid. You use your feet for everything.
and then we get a dumbass. Marvel Studios is owned by fucking Disney, Dan. That's my point. What's the fucking difference? Everybody says they hate fucking Disney, but yet they like fucking Marvel. It's kind of fucking hypocritical. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you hate Walt Disney, you hate Marvel. Because they're owned by Disney. And so is Star Wars. I don't care what anybody fucking says. Just because everybody's all fucking losing their shit because Luke died. Everybody ever think that he's a Force ghost? He's not fucking dead? If you listen to anything that fucking Yoda says, or fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi says, or fucking Luke himself. He even said it before he disappeared. I'll always be here. Come on, man. At least Star Wars had the fucking balls to try something new. Marvel's not original. It's not. What's original about Marvel? Yeah, they tweak certain things, but what's original? Am I right or am I wrong?
Right.
Okay. At least Star Wars has the balls to try something new. Like a lot of other fucking people don't try. Fucking remakes and shit. Give me a fucking break.
Or rebooting.
Or reboots. Come on, man. Don't come at me with that fucking bullshit.
How many Spider-Man movies do we really fucking need remade or rebooted in the span of 2 years? Sorry about it.
Star Wars is original. Marvel Comics, it's already written. They just tweak things here and there. And to me, it makes no sense. Because you're confusing people down the road. But Captain America, fucking writers, producers, and directors are arguing over the fucking timeline for Captain America already. They don't agree on it. So they're going to change the whole fucking timeline. Guess what? Everybody's going to be like, well, what? Endgame makes no sense now. Enjoy the movies, that's fine, but Star Wars has told good stories over fucking 3 decades. Dan Rex? Or 4. Fuck it, 4 decades, isn't it? Yeah, it's 4 decades.
42 years now.
Like I said, I'm not a superhero guy. So I don't think the stories are that good. Them movies, that stuff is already written for them. All they got to do is tweak things here and there to make it look good. These movies Star Wars is putting out now, they're writing from scratch.
I'm not going anywhere. I meant to go pee soon, but...
If that offends anybody, I'm sorry, but I'm not sugarcoating anything. I never have. Oh, poor baby. She's right in her face. I know you're not offended. I'm just sitting here talking about fucking Marvel and Heather, fucking Ronnie, and fucking Sarah talking about fucking food.
Hey, I could be talking about QVC.
Trying to have a serious conversation with people.
Not into Marvel. Not
I
into DC.
get it. I'm not either. I'm just telling you like it is. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Oh, since I said DC, Trek, Dominic Purcell on his Instagram put up all the bloopers for their show with like mistakes and skipping lines and stuff, and it's hilarious. With
I'll
him
check
and
it out. Thank you.
Wentworth. Yeah, it's with him and Wentworth. It's like maybe 2 minutes.
I don't want to talk about food. I mean, gummy bears.
Thank you, Ryan. I'll check it out.
Now we're talking about DC Universe.
Yeah, I was actually on it because his surfing buddy is in the hospital and he's in a coma. And I was just checking an update on it, and I guess he posted that today to kind of lighten the mood.
Yeah. You want to say one thing to Disney? Thank you for greenlighting the Star Wars, and thank you for delaying Avatar 2.
How do you know it's not going to be good, though?
Huh?
How do you know it's not going to be good?
No, I'm just saying, now they could take longer enough to rush it.
I actually did not mind Avatar. It was original. Was it not?
It was when it was called Dances with Wolves.
When did that associate with Dances with Wolves?
They ripped off Dances with Wolves and Pocahontas. That's what it pretty much was, a mixture of both of those.
Where does it say that?
Dude, anyone who saw that movie saw it.
Oh, okay. So anybody that saw that movie, they just assumed that's what happened. Come on, man. Don't feed me that line of shit.
It could be worse. It could be Titanic 2.
I actually didn't mind the movie. I was entertained. And it's plausible.
Yeah, but number one for 10 years until Star Wars comes out. Come on, that's not plausible. That shouldn't have happened. It was better to be lucky than be good because they shifted that release date 3 times.
What?
That movie should not have been number 1 that long.
Do you know why it was number 1 for so long? Because it's not something somebody has never seen before. That's why it was there for so long.
It was borderline a documentary, too.
It was something new and different.
Are you pooping?
And then everybody tried copying it, and none of it was any good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pooping.
But just because it looked like fucking Dances with Wolves and fucking whatever, I don't buy it. That's just an assumption. Can't fucking say that. If that's what you take from it, that's what you take from it. But don't try and put that on everybody else and say that that's what it is. I don't buy it. I've never seen Dances with Wolves, so I don't know.
No, I know what you're saying. Sorry about that. It came out weird.
No, it came out the way you wanted it to come out. It's fine. To be honest with you, Dan Rex, I believe in DCU more than I do fucking Marvel Comics. You want to know why? Because Batman's really the only believable character. He's a billionaire that can fucking create things. Iron Man, if any normal human being was in that suit, he would die. There's no way you could fly like that. It would kill you.
Are you done pooping?
Well, it's like they said in Justice League when Barry Allen asked if his party goes, "I'm rich." Like, there you go.
What's up, Brian?
Hey, Brian, how's it going?
But again, to each his own. And whatever. But I guarantee it. Star Wars will be right back up where it was.
Oh, yeah.
Not with this, not with episode 9 coming out, I can tell you that. With what they're probably going to be doing in the next 3. Everybody wants it.
I saw the whole schedule today of what they're going to do.
And the people from Game of Thrones are going to be doing it.
Yep.
So
I saw the. Oh,
I'm telling you, Star Wars is going to be. Game of Thrones is very fucking popular right now.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to talk about ratings, that's where everybody's watching is Game of fucking Thrones.
Oh, I know. I saw the ratings. Holy shit. That's why they got
I hope not, Y Society.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
I don't get Game of Thrones either, but they're doing something right because a lot of people fucking like it. I mean, Marvel did something right. A lot of people like it. I don't see it. I don't buy it. I don't care for it. But they're doing something right. I'm not going to watch them because I just don't care to. I didn't really follow the whole fucking storyline. How many movies are there? I don't want to fucking watch all them fucking movies. I don't want to fucking do it. I don't want to waste my time in something that I don't care about.
I saw the concept footage for the stuff the Game of Thrones guys are gonna do. It looks really good.
Yeah, they're probably doing Old Republic stuff, which is right down their fucking alley.
Yeah.
And they're still talking about food in the fucking chat.
And you're still talking about DC Comics and Marvel.
I moved on from that. I was actually talking about Star Wars. I know you probably don't care about that either. But
I was gonna say I don't care about Star Wars either.
I do. I care about it. God damn it! It's my fucking show. Yeah.
Disney released the movie schedule for like the next 2 or 3 years.
Who?
Disney.
2021, 2023, and 2025?
Yeah, for the next at least through 2023, I think.
No, it's 2023, 2021, 2023, and 2025.
Oh no, I mean not just for Star Wars, for all their movies.
I know, but I'm just telling you, I don't give a shit about the other movies.
Oh.
I don't care about Star Wars. And any Disney movie that's coming out that Wendy wants to see. Heather doesn't deserve it.
Our society and I are thinking along the same lines with them changing this belt.
I hope they fucking don't.
Well, you got, like you said, and I was thinking, you've got heavy machinery chasing, and they're the meat eaters. So you got the vegans and the meat eaters.
Kevin Owens showed up.
You've already puked on me today.
Yep. So, birthday with the family and back to work.
How about we don't talk football, Ryan? How about that? I'm just kidding. We can talk football. You want to talk football? Fuck the Saints.
What do you call that?
It's going to be another interesting year, I think.
Yeah.
You think heavy machinery is gonna win the belts, and they make a meat belt like Lady Gaga's meat dress?
Yep.
I think they'll get the side plates that say
Steaks and weights.
on them. I don't think there'll be a meat belt. It'd be funny.
Well, they said towards the end of the evening with her that you could smell how rancid some of it was.
Well,
But
there's
then
no
it's
meat.
How many of these fucking things is he gonna kick out of? Ridiculous, man.
You're getting riled up, so you're just about ready to pass the fuck out.
And she was dozing for a second.
Yeah, when she starts getting rowdy like this, it's just about
It's gonna
ready.
take one fucking Trouble in Paradise. Ridiculous, man. I'm not saying they're squashing or I should say squashing, that they're pushing Kofi Kingston too hard. But come on. Who kicks out of fucking three Blue Thunder bombs? Honestly, you shouldn't kick out of one. Actually, I think that should be Sami Zayn's finisher, to be honest with you.
It was before he got injured.
Blue Thunder Bomb was not his finisher.
Yeah, it was for a little while. It was right before he got injured because he used to do the haluva kick, and then he used to go into the Blue Thunder Bomb. He won matches with that.
Trek, you just answered your own question. The haluva kick is his finisher. Right? Yes?
It was. Yeah.
Blue Thunder
Let
Bomb is
me
his signature.
finish. He may have done a haluva kick and then a Blue Thunder Bomb. What was his finishing move?
The haluva kick first.
Okay, so he does the haluva kick and then he does the Blue Thunder Bomb. Of course, it's going to end a match. It's his finisher.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting at.
The
Okay.
Wendy alarm has gone off.
That's right. Getting to be that time.
He looks up the dude clapping his ear. Why are you fucking clapping in my ear, motherfucker? So yeah, I don't mean to yell at you, Trek, but with his haluva kick and then his Blue Thunder Bomb, yeah, that tells you what? It's the finisher. The haluva kick is the finish to the match.
I see what you mean.
So yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, I think they're keeping the belt on Kofi for a bit. It's going to be him and Kevin.
It was a tag team. Wasn't it a tag team? It was a tag team match.
What? Triple threat match.
Oh, was it? Okay. I thought it was a tag team match. Sorry. Okay. My bad. I really wasn't paying attention to it because I don't give a fuck. But anyway, because I was talking about Star Wars and all that other Disney. I was talking about Disney. I'll put it to you like that. You like talking about Disney, Ronnie?
Yeah, I can talk
Okay,
Disney.
that's Star Wars, Marvel Comics. They're Disney, so you should like them.
Well, I don't.
Movies.
I like Mickey and
I'm
Minnie,
kidding.
Donald and Daisy.
But so yeah, the show was all right. I mean, I enjoyed the interaction. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. My final thoughts. Beat the Trek was probably the high point of the show, I guess.
Yeah,
Like
I think the games are fun, and with interacting with the chat and that, and what we've got coming for that.
And the people that watch us, Next week, Ryan will be here, and we will be doing Beat the Trek next week. Heather will find some more questions or get with and then
I will do what I can.
so we'll have some more questions for you guys next week. Next Monday we'll probably play another game where we'll probably play the name game again. So Monday we'll play a name game. Mondays we'll play like a name game, and then Tuesdays we'll play
Beat the Trek.
Beat the Trek, or we'll play some game on Monday, and then we'll play Beat the Trek on Tuesdays. With that being said, I'm gonna go around the room or around the panel here and tell me what you thought of the show. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't great. Trek, go ahead. Start with you.
Yeah, I thought it's better than last night. Actually, I thought it was good. I think the fact that it's only 2 hours instead of 3 definitely helps it go faster and helps it run a lot smoother. I wish they would have done something just handing the belts over to Brian and Rowan. As much as I like those guys, but just like, they should have done something. They could have done something leading into tonight and then next week. But
right.
And then I hope that Ember losing means that she's gonna win Money in the Bank, but I don't know what WWE.
I think it's gonna either be Ember or somebody on Raw. Maybe Mandy Rose. We'll see.
Yeah, I think
not that I want Mandy Rose to win, guys, but
with next week being in London, I think this is kind of like their go home show before Money in the Bank. So
it's kind of stupid.
Which is, yeah, it's pretty dumb. But I mean, with Brian and Owen winning, I mean, sets it up too with Heavy Machinery.
Right.
Should be interesting. And then, of course, you got Kevin and Kofi, so that's still continuing. The stuff with Shane, I could care less about.
Yeah, I'm over it. It's just an extension of a story.
Yep.
Bobbit, what about you?
I think he fell asleep with his gorilla.
Bobbit. Heather.
Yeah. Show was okay. What I did see of it, otherwise I was taking care of Wendy here. I missed some of it.
She's actually not crying, Ryan. She's getting fussy. But she was laughing just a minute ago. No, what were you saying, Heather? Go ahead. Instead of blowing in your daughter's face.
It's the only thing that's keeping her quiet. The show was alright. It was just,
the fuck was that?
Felt like it dragged on a little bit there for.
It did. But then.
The midpoint of the show.
It did. I can agree with that. So we've had Kofi Kingston defend the title.
The title, okay.
Defend the title 2 times in 1 week. That means they're trying to make him a fighting champion. No, you're good, Ryan. You're good. But that being said, I'm going to end the show here. I want to thank everybody for being here, supporting us. I appreciate it. I can't say that enough. I wanna thank everybody. I was having a bad day. I want to thank everybody for kind of lifting my spirits a little bit. I appreciate it. I just hope that I can get out of this funk I'm in. It's a combination of things. It is not just one thing. It never is one thing with me. It's a combination of things.
Well, you're a complicated guy.
I'm not a complicated guy. I'm actually a simple guy that just, my job is difficult. It is very difficult. I deal with, I'm going to tell fuck it, you know what? I'm going to tell everybody right now. If you're watching, this is my issue. Okay, so I work with soldiers and families, all right? And this month alone, and I fight depression, I have have an issue with traumatic brain injury because I just sometimes I forget stuff. Heather will tell you I forget stuff. Like I left her phone at the hospital one day. So I forget stuff sometimes. I've been dealing with, we've had 4 suicides at our unit, not at where I work. Within I work for a command, and we've had 4 soldiers commit suicide this month alone. My job is to call those soldiers, families, and ask them if they need anything. And I have to do it within 72 hours of it happening. And it sucks. So that's what's going on with me right now. So with that said, I don't mean to end it on a somber note, but just know that you guys helped me today, and even if you didn't say anything, you didn't speak to me, or you weren't on the show, that does not mean that you did not help me today. Okay, you did. So that being said, guys, I love you all. I will be okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. Just things I go through, things I have to do. I have Wendy here. I have Heather here. I'm good. It's gonna take me a minute. You know, I'll be back to my normal self. Just give me time. That being said, I will talk to you guys. I'll talk to you Thursday.
Tomorrow?
I'll talk to you guys on Thursday. Where we're doing Royal Rumble. If Bobbitt would fucking answer me.
He's sleeping with Plushie.
I feel okay. It's just the emotion of the moment. You know, I feel good. The emotion of the moment is kind of getting to me. Today, I did have a moment where my arm seized up on me, and it froze. I couldn't move it. I thought it scared me for a second, but it was a cramp. So, but I want to thank everybody for being here. We're doing the Royal Rumble where Ric Flair wins the title. 1992. Yes, thank you, Ryan. So that's what we're doing on Thursday, and Bobbitt will be running the show. God help us all. I'm just kidding.
Bobbitt and his appointed plushie.
Yeah, and his fucking Solarax, whatever his fucking
Snorlax.
So with that being said, you guys, have a good night, all right? Stay safe, and we'll talk to you Thursday. And I'll talk to you all tomorrow, too. Talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.